All right, so I figured we'd go live for just a little bit today to show you a little bit of the phenomenon that is going on with this Chat GPT. So using a little bit of AI to do, you can insert just about anything you want to do, and this AI program kind of just works like you're talking to somebody. It puts things into a less formal language than you would need to. It's just hard to describe. You almost just have to kind of play with it. So I thought it'd be kind of fun today. I did create a video I was getting ready to upload to TikTok and on Instagram. It's a gardening video. But I thought this part of it that we're doing with the Chat GPT would be fun to do on the Tossing Salad podcast channel here on YouTube as a live, because I'm kind of curious what it would do if I asked it for help in generating some hashtags. Now, I do use hashtags most of the time. Over the last few years, I've gotten to the point to where I feel like it doesn't really matter that I use hashtags. I think when you watch some of, who is it, Adam Mosseri on Instagram, the top guy over at Instagram, hashtags don't necessarily do anything for getting you more exposure, although it might help in figuring out where to put your video. Although the algorithm that, whether it's Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, they already do a pretty good job of determining what kind of content is in your video, where to put that video, and what eyes to put it in front of. There's a whole bunch of other stuff that goes into that as well, as far as, are they really putting out there, when you're not paying for it, are they really putting it out there for people to access, especially people that already follow you, let's say. But that's a whole nother story. So today I wanted to show you the video. It's like a 40-second video that I was getting ready to upload to, again, TikTok and Instagram on my the Garden Voyeur pages. And as I was doing it, I was like, what hashtags am I going to use, if any? I was like, let's just, what I normally would do. Let's start out with the video first. Okay, so I'm going to pull the video up. This is what I just created this morning. Let's get it here. That's probably a better look there. So, vertical format. This is going up on TikTok and it is going up on Instagram. All right, so just a basic microgreen harvest video that I've posted several times over the last couple years whenever I do microgreens. And just off the top of my head, the hashtags that I would probably use would be microgreens, gardening, zone 6A, which I always try on every post that I do to put the grow zone so people know kind of the area that I'm in. And specifically, I might use radish or Rambo radish, but those are the hashtags that I would probably use. I'm just kind of curious to see what the ChatGPT would suggest that I do. Now, if you haven't used ChatGPT yet, I'm going to kind of step you through. Not that I know what the hell I'm doing. I've used it a few times and it's kind of fun to kind of see what it produces for you. So we're going to go ahead and share that screen here real quick. And you do have to sign up to use it. So we've got it up on our screen. I wonder if I should switch it to where it takes up most of the screen. Why don't we do that? That way you guys, when you're watching the video, you can kind of see the details a little bit better. So you come down to a prompt, and you can see the top left over here. These are previous things that I've kind of played around with, and we're starting a new chat with it. So it's basically going to start from scratch. Although the kind of cool thing is you can go back and continue working with ChatGPT on previous projects and continue to ask questions on that project. So you don't have to redo a bunch of stuff. I think that's a great thing to have. But we're doing a new one. And I'm going to come down here to the prompt here at the bottom. And we're going to tap let's see here. What are some hashtags I can use for let's start with TikTok video about, my typing is so bad these days, about harvesting radish microgreens. And let's see what it comes up with. So it's kind of thinking a little bit. And again, you can get a lot more intricate, more complex with your questions. We're just doing something really basic and simple. So here we go. ChatGPT is coming up with some that we can use. Radish microgreens, harvesting, homegrown, organic, sustainability, garden microgreens, farming, fresh food, healthy eating, DIY gardening, urban farming, grow your own, and local food. Now, should I use all of those? I mean, you can. I think going back to at least what Mosseri has mentioned before in some of his stories, that at least on Instagram, you want to use anywhere between 3 to 5 hashtags. Here we're looking at, what is that, like 10 to 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14 hashtags. You know, I will probably pick, I'm gonna try to use as many as I can here on TikTok. So I'm gonna take these hashtags, and if you want to see if this does anything, make sure to go check out on TikTok. I am at the Garden Voyeur, and I will post this microgreen radish video with these hashtags, and we'll just see if it does anything. Like my beard hair. This is the problem with having a gigantic beard like this. You start eating your own beard hair sometimes, especially when you haven't waxed and put in all of your conditioners and all of your beard condiments on for the day. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get on TikTok. I'm going to upload this video. We're going to use these hashtags that ChatGPT suggested, and then we're going to see if it does anything. Most of my videos in the last few months, at least on TikTok, the views have been very consistently low in the 2 to, let's say, 500 views, which is, you just think is kind of odd for an account that has 40,000 followers, right? That at some point, the people that are following or should be able to see your content that you're putting out. They're following you for your content, and it's just kind of strange. So we'll see what kind of views we get using these hashtags, if it even helps. And then what I will probably do is come back and ask ChatGPT for hashtags for Instagram. Whether or not they'll be different, I don't know. They'll probably be the same. They're functioning kind of the same, but we will definitely see. So go check it out. The Garden Voyeur on Instagram and TikTok. And we'll see you next time.